Alright, so what I've learned about using the Gamesir X2 USB Type-C mobile gaming controller for Android, it might work for Apple too if they have a USB Type-C connection, but I'm not sure. I'm using the Nord N10. The OnePlus Nord N10 5G phone, and I realized that if I tilt my camera upright, it may mess up the whole video or stop it altogether. So I gotta make sure I keep it in this landscape view. And I'm at Expressway Tires. I'm inside the lobby. The sound is off. And I just played about 40 minutes of gaming, recording, trying my best to get into a first-person perspective match. Now, I'm not sure about the difference in Wi-Fi that, say, Jump On It and Mentone would have. I know their Wi-Fi is tremendously, really great. And I think it's because there's a server right across the street that probably covers the entire city and surrounding cities. Things like that. And I'm not sure if there's a big difference in connection, this being possibly a different provider, and maybe being so far away from such server in Ukaipa, but I don't think that has anything to really do with getting into first person perspective mode. But what I want to share is that I've been using this Gamesir X2 to play my PUBG mobile game, and I tried it on War Robots. It's the only other game that I have that I would really like to play on my phone, because I've spent a little over $1,100 on my account for that particular game, but I honestly don't even play it anymore. I think maybe I played it a few weeks ago. I don't even open up the app anymore. So I spent $1,000 on War Robots, but I don't even play it anymore. That says something. I spent maybe $20 on PUBG, but I'm playing this every fucking day I can. And what I've learned is that I really can't play first-person perspective mode. I mean, I can, because that's the way I play. I play realistically. I take off aim assist, and I want to act like I'm actually playing in real life. But I'm playing against kids that know nothing about realistic gameplay or anything like that. They utilize the aim assist, so the challenge is, for one, I'm playing against players that play third-person perspective, and two, I'm playing against players that also utilize aim assist, and I do not play with aim assist, and I do not play third-person perspective. I play first-person perspective only, which is basically just like this. There's no camera at the back of my character to the point where I can, like, see over a wall or some shit and just see my character. No, that is not realistic. I do not have a fucking camera with a drone in the back of my head, like making it so that way I can look around a corner, right? This is what this dude did. Like, he was crouched. That's one thing that helped, but he was looking around the corner because he had that extra angle view. In real life, you don't have that. You'd have to be right on the corner and actually lean just to look out, or expose yourself, or crouch and expose yourself, or go prone right out the doorway. But everyone should know that when you do that, when you crouch, you do not move as fast, and when you prone, you move even slower. Now, the perks of that in the game, what I understand is that when you go crouch, the aim assist is effectively 50 to 75% taking off, meaning that if you aim at someone and you have aim assist on, and it's like almost already on, I can kind of tell. It's on like by a smidgen, but I take it off to negate the effect entirely, so that way I have control. And that's why I bought this Gamesir X2, so that way I can use my hands like I'm playing on Xbox or playing on PlayStation console, and have control of my character in that sense. It's not, I'm on PUBG Mobile, Android, Google Play platform. I'm on mobile platform. It's an entirely different world than PC, and it's an entirely different world than console. Both PlayStation 4, which is what I was last on, and Xbox. I guess, I was on Xbox 360, but now it's on Xbox One and Xbox One X. I haven't been there. I was last on PlayStation 4, but my videos as of February 2022, and it's the February 3rd, 2022. As of today, I am resorted, or I have to make, if I want to make content for my YouTube channel, I can make shuffle videos, and I found a better way to do that, but that's for later. And what I'm making the use of most is my Gamesir X2, because it's kind of a new device. It's a trending market, and if I could get promoted, I would like to get promoted, because I have some ideas that could actually make this thing just one step better, and that's really just adding a way for you to actually have headphone use and make it so that way I can actually have pass-through charging, so that way I can play at max performance for a longer period of time, and not at the end of that 44 minute video or something like that. It was like 45 minutes. It took 45 minutes, and it literally took 1/5 of my battery away. I was at 80% when I was done making that video, and I was frustrated. I smoked weed before I even began recording, and I smoked weed in the middle of my recording while I was waiting for a match. I'm on Wi-Fi, and that connects me down to the whole internet much faster than being on a regular mobile network like 5G even. Although I've gotten good gameplay with that before and was able to record simultaneously, but that's in lower leagues. Or actually I was really like tryharding in Platinum, and that's how I was able to get to Platinum, is because of this thing. I was in Bronze or Silver, and I'll tell you that this thing helped me get to freaking Platinum 3, and I think the highest level I've gotten in PUBG Mobile on even third-person perspective mode. While I play first-person perspective only with no aim assist, I've gotten to Platinum 3. That's why I can share. You can look at any of my videos before. I usually go to my stats and my career results, and you can see that the highest tier I've reached was Platinum 3. I would not be able to do that with my fucking fingers. So there's people on YouTube that have much more views and get much better gameplay because they are used to playing third-person perspective, and they have aim assist on. I've seen several different kinds of videos where people have different kind of forms to the point where they can use their phone, but like maybe they have a better phone. I don't have a OnePlus 8. I don't have a OnePlus 8T, a OnePlus 8 Pro. I don't have a OnePlus 9 if there even is one yet. I'm on OnePlus Nord N10 5G phone. It's great. It's much better than my Motorola G Stylus 4G phone, and I'm pretty sure it's still even better than the 5G version of the Motorola G Stylus phone that I was on before this. But I have that phone in my backpack, and that screen's cracked, and I was playing this thing when I first got this thing back in November 2021, just a few months ago, like what, January, December, since November. Like in the last 3 months I've had this thing, and I've actually broke my phone on accident while trying to clean it up because I want to keep this thing clean. I got microfibers, I have antibacterial hand soap, I wash my hands a lot, and with the damp microfiber towel I wipe my phones off. But one day I was at the storage unit, and I literally was just like wiping down my phone and stuff, and I was about to ready to attach it to this thing, and it cracked. It fell straight onto the cement on the side of a truck, because I was able to sleep in the back of the dude's truck, in the back of the storage unit, before I lost that privilege on Thanksgiving, and then before he kicked me out around Christmas time. So happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas to you guys at Store and Lock Redlands. Just want to say fuck you guys. But anyways, I'm doing okay. I'm in a slightly bigger storage unit now. I was in a 5x5. Now I'm in a 5x8. I'm paying maybe $40 more. I'm still homeless. Since November 6, 2019, I can now say I've been homeless for about 3 years. And last year in 2021, I worked for 7 months straight after basically having sex with that hot ass girl that I featured my dream girl on in a few videos before. But anyways, like, I don't want to work that hard for myself, not in a homeless position, and I'm actually attending a homeless shelter, which I kind of showcased in my little video in one of these previous videos. But anyways, without getting too distracted about anything else about my life, because I could save that for a different video, what I've learned about this Gamesir X2 is that you can get much better reaction time. Shit, I'm so sorry for that, guys. You know, I'm just frustrated, so I just want to make a quick-ass video. I won't make this more than 15. If it's 15 minutes, I'll stop straight on, but not more than 15. Okay, so the Gamesir X2 with this OnePlus Nord Nord N10 5G phone from Metro PCS. This only cost me $60. and I've gotten much more value out of this by playing PUBG Mobile, and I didn't even have to spend money for the Royale Pass, so you do not have to spend any more than $60 and any more money than $300 for a pretty decent phone like this. This has 6 gigabytes of RAM, a pretty decent GPU and CPU, but it's not as good as like a flagship phone. However, if you want better than average and you want to make use of something like this and you got access to Wi-Fi at home or something like this, you can also reach a higher tier in PUBG Mobile because you have much faster reaction time. Now, I do not play in third-person perspective mode, but you can play in third-person perspective mode, as I've shown that you can. I personally do not play in third-person perspective mode. Fuck anyone that plays third-person perspective mode. Even you, Riggs, and anyone else that thinks that they're okay in PUBG or thinking they're good, like Shroud or something like that, or even Dr. Disrespect, one of the developers. They're not good if you play in third-person perspective, because you have an unrealistic viewing angle that you do not have in real life. So no one has drones flying behind them for hours on end, you know, however long a video game session could be, and just like behind your head, like just looking at things, so that way you can even look over a wall. That's retarded. Like, that doesn't make sense. So anyways, you can get much faster reaction time out of this, most likely even in third-person perspective mode, and much even more when you have aim assist turned on. I just don't have that. So you can, if you want to start making videos and you want to start sharing on YouTube your own gameplay with this thing, it's probably better than the Kishi. It's probably better than any other gaming controller that you got out there, because you have that extra modifiable layer that you can map your buttons to. So that's great. But, you know, and then you can also kind of like synchronize it and put it so that way it works perfectly with however you can customize your in-game buttons with the customized button option in the settings. So in both third-person perspective mode and first-person perspective mode, you have controls for all of that. Now, what I found also is that you cannot really utilize the glider unless you dedicate some sort of button and put it to where the fixed buttons are for that glider, the left and right, because there's also a down pitch, down pitch that I can go, and up so that way I can get up in the air. But you know, I don't want to make use of that, and where I have my, I don't know, like, you can probably make use of it if you dedicate buttons to it, but I mean, that's like an extra step that you don't really get to see unless you're on Erangel anyway, so it's not necessarily worth it. I'd probably dedicate customizing buttons when I get my laptop and I start playing on my laptop via Game Loop or some shit like that. So this is just what I have to work with right now. My PlayStation 4 is in pawn. I have fucking a Scuff controller, you know, with 2 paddles, the Scuff Impact controller in pawn too, and I also have my headphones. So basically my entire PlayStation 4 setup is in pawn, in the pawn shop that I'm shuffle dancing and advertising for, doing my sign holding work for. I'm about to start doing 3 hours worth of sign holding work for this tire shop up here, but like, my stuff's not here. My stuff's in the pawn shop. So that's one thing, but I'm also homeless, and I have all my stuff in storage unit. I do laundry out of it. On the bicycle, I have to carry a duffel bag. My tire's been recently flat, so I gotta carry a little fucking tire pump. It's not easy doing what the hell I'm doing right now. And I notice I'm really alone in the world right now, so I don't see anyone doing anything that I'm doing. So I keep to myself as much as I can, but I just want to share my activities and my thoughts and my opinion on what this Gamesir X2 has given me value of since November 17th when I got it from Amazon in 2021. So in the last 3 months, you know, I've gotten a lot of value out of this, and maybe $20 to no dollars put into the game PUBG Mobile, and I don't even play my $1,000 War Robots account anymore. So that's saying something. I can share a video on that pretty soon, and you'll see why, because I get a lot more victories in PUBG for free than I do with this thing, and I can't even use this thing with War Robots. So it's just, anyways, 15 minutes is up. But so far, you can make use of this with PUBG Mobile, and that's really what I'm trying to go for. Trying to get back to console play, but I'll get there as soon as I possibly can. Just gotta get off the streets first. And without further ado, thank you very much, and Christmas out.